Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Kishore Kapoor, a real estate closing attorney at Connecticut Real Estate Closing Attorneys. Welcome to our channel where we'll be teaching you all things residential real estate and real estate law. Whether you're buying your first home or your fifth home, our channel will teach you something new with every video. Your credit score is one of the most important factors that lenders look at when considering you for a loan. A low credit score can mean you don't get approved for your mortgage, or you'll pay a higher interest rate. So what can you do to improve your credit score? Check out our tips. So what is a credit score and why is it important? A credit score is a number that helps lenders determine how risky it will be to lend you money. A higher score means you're a lower risk borrower, which means you can get approval for a loan or you get a lower interest rate. A lower score, on the other hand, could mean that you don't get an approval for your loan and you'll be paying a higher interest rate. So if you're planning on buying a new home, it's important to understand your credit score and what you could do to improve it. Now, how do you get your credit score? Well, that's easy. There are a couple different ways to find out your credit score. You can request a copy of your credit report from each of the credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You can use a credit monitoring service, or you can use a credit score service. I personally like MyFICO. And that's because you can see what credit scores are used for mortgage companies versus credit card companies versus car loans. And little secret, they're different. But don't rely on Credit Karma when applying for a mortgage. The way they review your credit's just a little bit different. So what affects your credit? Your credit score is affected by a number of things, including how much debt you have, how often you pay your bills on time, how much credit you have available versus how much you're using, what type of credit you have, and your credit history. So how can you improve your credit score? Improving your credit score isn't always easy, but it's worth the effort. Here are a few tips to get started. Check your credit report for errors and dispute them. Pay your bills on time and in full. Keep your credit utilization around 30%, and that's how much credit you actually use. Don't open new credit cards unless you actually need them. And don't close your old credit cards. Monitor your credit score regularly and work on building good credit history. And worst case, hire a professional credit repair service. Having a good credit score is important for a number of reasons, and here are just a few benefits that you can enjoy. A good credit score can help you get an approval for a loan. You might be able to get a lower interest rate if you have a good credit score. A great credit score can help you find an apartment or get a new cell phone. A good credit score can help you get a job. So as you can see, there are many reasons to strive for good credit. If you're planning on buying a new home, make sure you check your credit score and begin working on improving it. So I hope you learned a little bit more about credit and how a good credit score is so important. And it'll help you get into your new home. Now it's time to go talk to your mortgage professional about getting a mortgage and to start the journey of owning your own home. Give us a call if you need the name of a great mortgage professional. And just remember, when you hire cheap attorneys, you end up with expensive problems. Don't end up with expensive problems. Call us today.